Yo, Mom and Dad, look what I just finished.
Oh wow, honey. That looks amazing. How long did that take you?
About 3 days. The paint was the hardest part. Had to get the exact shade of red.
Nice work, son. Did you use the reference photos I sent?
Yeah, but I modified the design a bit. The G1 Optimus has slightly different proportions than the movie version.
I have no idea what that means, but it looks great. Are you going to wear this to the convention?
That's the plan, but I still need to finish the helmet and leg pieces.
Maybe we could reinforce the connecting joints? Those foam pieces might not hold up all day.
I was thinking the same thing. What if we use those metal fasteners from your workshop?
Good idea. I'll bring some home tonight after work.
Oh, look at our little transformer from back in the day.
Mom, I'm 16, not little.
You'll always be my little boy, no matter how many robot parts you put on.
Autobot parts. There's a difference. I've explained this.
We know, son. Autobots are the good guys. Decepticons are the bad ones.
It's way more complex than that. The entire Cybertronian Civil War spans millions of years, with complicated political factions and ideological differences.
Maybe you can explain it all at dinner. Speaking of which, it's ready in 10 minutes. Robert, I'll save you some for when you're home.
You're the best.
I'm coming downstairs now. Dude, check out what I'm working on.
Holy crap! That actually looks good. How many hours have you spent on that thing?
Like 40 so far, maybe more. Still have a lot to do.
You're seriously dedicated, man. And this is for Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, you should come with me.
Maybe? Not sure I want to dress up, though.
You don't have to, but it would be more fun. Plus, I'm entering the cosplay competition.
You think you can win?
I mean, I hope so, but this is just the beginning. Next year, I want to add actual moving parts, maybe even some lights.
That would be sick. Hey, can I share this with the group? They'd probably want to see it.
Sure, just don't let them make fun of it.
They won't. Well, Jamie might, but he makes fun of everything.
True. By the way, did you read that Transformers fanfic I sent you?
I started it.
And?
It's really long, man. Like really, really long.
It's only 15,000 words. That's actually short for a proper story arc.
If you say so. I'll try to finish it this weekend.
Cool. Let me know what you think of the ending. I'm thinking of writing a sequel.
One at a time, dude. One at a time. Yo, guys. Look what Cypher is making.
Whoa!
Is that cardboard?
Looks like foam to me. Actually pretty good craftsmanship.
Wow, that's impressive. I didn't know he was so into Transformers.
Are you kidding? It's like his entire personality.
Does he ever talk about anything else?
Not really, but you have to admit this is cool.
It's definitely something.
Don't be a jerk, Jamie. I think it's awesome. How long has he been working on it?
Weeks, apparently.
The detail work is fantastic. Those panel lines must have taken forever.
Okay, fine. It's pretty impressive. Is he wearing this to Comic-Con?
Yeah, he wants us all to go.
I'm down.
Same. I want to see how he handled the joints.
You guys are such nerds. But fine, I'll go. Someone has to make sure you don't all get stuffed in lockers.
Ethan, it's nearly midnight. You have school tomorrow. I may be at work, but I can still see that you're on the family computer. Remember, we're all connected to it, so I can see what you're searching and when.
Sorry, Mom. Just finishing some research.
Please tell me this is school-related.
Not exactly. I'm looking up metalworking techniques.
Metalworking? For what?
Future cosplay projects. Foam is good, but metal would be more authentic.
Ethan, I'm happy you're passionate about this, but you need to sleep.
Just 10 more minutes. I found this really cool tutorial on how to bend aluminum sheets.
5 minutes, then bed. And remember, I can see when the computer is active.
Okay. Going to bed in 5.
Thank you. Sweet dreams, and no robot invasions in your sleep.
Cybertronians, Mom, not robots.
My mistake. Good night, honey.
Night.
Happy birthday, son. Sorry that your mother and I couldn't be there this morning. My conference ran late and she had a surgery to get to.
Thanks, Dad. What is it?
Open it and find out. Your father picked it out specially.
No way! This is amazing!
Thought you might like it. It's for your costumes. There's a soldering iron in there too.
This is perfect! You have no idea how much this helps.
Just be careful with those tools. Your father will show you how to use them safely when he's back.
Absolutely. We'll have a workshop session this weekend.
I can't wait. This changes everything. Next year's costume is going to be epic.
What are you planning?
A fully articulated Optimus Prime with moving parts, maybe even some transformation capability.
That's ambitious, but I think you can do it.
With these tools, I can... Thanks again. Best birthday ever.
We're glad you like it, honey. Just remember, school comes first.
I know, but this is going to be amazing. I'm going to make the most authentic Transformer costume anyone has ever seen.
That's my boy. Dream big.
So we're all going to Comic-Con, right? Cypher keeps asking.
I'm in. Already planning my outfit.
Me too. Not dressing up though.
I still can't believe we're doing this, but fine. When is it again?
Next Saturday. Cypher says his costume is almost done.
Can't wait to see the final version.
Has he added anything since the last photos?
Yeah, apparently his dad got him some fancy tools. He's been upgrading everything.
Of course he has. The Transformer obsession continues.
Hey, it makes him happy.
I think it's cool he's so passionate. Better than being into nothing.
True, and the engineering aspects are impressive.
You're all enablers, but whatever. See you nerds on Saturday.
Hey man, everyone's confirmed for Comic-Con.
Awesome. Even Jamie?
Even Jamie, yeah. Though he's pretending to hate it.
Classic Jamie. Wait till he sees my costume. It's way better now.
Better how?
I've added metal reinforcements, and the helmet actually lights up.
For real? How'd you do that?
LED strips and a battery pack. Dad helped with the wiring.
Dude, that's insane. You could seriously win this thing with that.
That's the plan. Next year will be even better, though.
Ow, this already looks professional.
Well, I want to add actual transformation capabilities. Maybe start with just the arms, but eventually a full transformation sequence.
Is that even possible?
With the right materials and engineering? Absolutely. I've been researching it. There are ways to create interlocking panels.
If anyone can figure it out, it's you. Just don't go too crazy.
Too late for that. I'm already drawing up the plans. I'm going to show the world what a real Transformer looks like.
Guys! The Cypher saga continues. He wore it to school.
Oh wow, that's actually much more detailed than last year's Comic-Con one.
The articulation on those shoulder pieces is impressive.
Dude, does he realize people are laughing at him?
Apparently not.
I kind of feel bad for him. He's clearly passionate about it.
Passion is one thing, but this is getting weird. He spent all of lunch explaining his transformation theories to anyone who would listen.
Which was literally no one.
Except Alex, always defending him.
To be fair, they've been friends forever.
The engineering is actually really advanced. I tried to ask him about the joint mechanisms, and he went into this whole thing about how humans could theoretically merge with machines.
That's concerning.
Did anyone see the notebook he carries around? It's full of these crazy diagrams.
I got a peek at it. Tell me that's not serial killer vibes.
It's just art. Funky art, but still.
I mean, now that I think about it, this level of fixation might indicate something deeper.
Like what?
Could be an escape mechanism, or a way of processing something.
Or he's just a massive freak.
Be nice, Jamie. We used to think his costumes were cool.
That was before he started talking about mechanical transcendence.
Yeah. What even is that?
He tried to explain it to me. Something about humans evolving by merging with technology, becoming more than human.
See? Creepy!
Hey, I can see you all are talking about Cypher.
How did you know?
Jamie literally showed me this chat yesterday. So I memorized the join code and then boom, here I am. And you guys aren't exactly subtle.
Sorry, man, but you have to admit, he's getting really intense about this stuff.
He's just passionate, and you guys used to be supportive, especially last year at Comic-Con.
I still think his work is impressive.
Well, he notices that you all laugh. It hurts him.
Maybe he should tone it down then?
Or maybe his friends could be actual friends.
Is he okay, Alex? Like mentally?
Yeah, he's fine. Just really into his project.
The engineering is legitimately advanced. I've never seen a high schooler create functioning mechanical parts like that.
Exactly. So maybe cut him some slack.
Fine, but if he starts trying to turn himself into a robot, I'm drawing the line.
Hi, Dr. Morris. Do you have a minute to talk about Cypher?
Of course, Alex. Is everything okay?
Well, I'm a little worried about him. He's been really withdrawn lately.
I've noticed that too. He spends all his time in the garage working on his projects.
Has he talked to you about them recently?
Not much. He used to share everything. Now he just says he's working on something big.
Yeah, the other kids at school have been giving him a hard time.
About his Transformers interest?
It's gotten pretty bad. They laugh at him behind his back, sometimes to his face.
That's terrible. Has he said anything about it?
He pretends not to notice. But I can tell it bothers him. He's stopped hanging out with everyone except me.
Thank you for telling me this, Alex. And thank you for being such a good friend to him.
I'm trying, but he's getting more intense about everything. It's all he talks about now.
The Transformers?
Not just that. He talks about becoming one with the machine and transcending human limitations.
I'll try to talk to him.
Just don't tell him I said anything, please?
I won't. I appreciate you looking out for him. Not many teenagers would do that.
He's my best friend. I just want him to be okay.
Ethan, honey, are you coming to dinner? It's been ready for 20 minutes.
Sorry, lost track of time. Working on something.
In my workshop again, I noticed some of my precision tools are missing.
Just borrowing them. I'll put everything back.
I'd like to see what you're working on, to be honest. Maybe I can help?
It's not ready yet. Plus, I want it to be a surprise.
Well, Come eat first, then you can get back to your project. And you haven't shared any of your new designs with us lately. I miss seeing your progress.
They're just not ready to show. Still working out some details.
The garage security camera caught some interesting glimpses. Those metal components look pretty advanced.
You're watching me?
Not watching. The camera's always been there for security. I just noticed some interesting work.
It's nothing, just experimenting.
We're proud of your creativity, honey. But you seem so isolated lately. Is everything okay at school?
Everything's fine, just busy with the project.
Well, when you're ready to share, we'd love to see it.
Sure, coming to dinner now. Hey all, just wanted to share my latest progress. Successfully implemented a basic pneumatic system for finger articulation.
Incredible work, Cypher. The precision in those joints is professional grade. Are you using titanium alloy for the outer plating?
Thanks, and it's actually an aluminum steel composite. Lighter but still durable.
This goes way beyond cosplay. You're building actual functional components.
That's the goal. I want something that's real. Something that moves like a true transformer would.
Your understanding of Cybertronian engineering principles is impressive, especially the biomechanical integration concepts.
I've been studying everything I can find, but most people don't get it. They think it's just fictional.
Their loss, but we understand the potential here. Have you considered the neural interface aspects?
Actually, yes, I've been designing a rudimentary system. These would detect basic brainwave patterns and translate them to mechanical movements.
You're talking about direct human-machine interface. That's advanced stuff.
It's the next logical step for true transformation.
Be careful with these paths, Cypher. The line between enhancement and corruption is thin. Not all transformations lead to ascension. Some lead to loss of humanity.
But that's the point, to become something more than just a squishy human.
Don't mind Optimus Primal. He's always been the overly cautious one. Your work shows tremendous promise. I'd be interested in seeing more of your transformation theories.
I have extensive notes. I'll scan and upload them tonight. It's good to finally find people who understand.
We're your true peers, Cypher. The ones who see your vision.
That means a lot. No one at school gets it. They just laugh.
They fear what they don't understand, but someday they'll see.
Exactly. I'm preparing for something they can't even comprehend.
We're eager to witness your progress, your journey to transformation.
Hey, missed you at lunch today.
Was working in the engineering lab.
Again? That's every day this week.
I'm making progress. Big progress.
On the Transformer stuff?
It's evolved beyond that. I found a community online. People who actually understand what I'm trying to accomplish.
What exactly are you trying to accomplish?
True transformation. Not just a costume. Something real.
You keep saying that, but I still don't get what you mean.
You wouldn't get it. No one at school does.
Try me.
Sure. The integration of human and machine. The next step in our evolution.
That sounds fun.
It's the future. I found people who are working on the same concepts.
Just be careful, okay? Some online communities can be full of groomers.
Well, they definitely aren't that. They're visionaries, like me.
If you say so. Anyway, want to hang out this weekend? New Marvel movie is out.
Can't. Too busy with the project.
You're always busy with the project. I barely see you anymore.
This is important. More important than movies.
More important than friends?
You don't understand. No one does. Except them.
Who's them?
My forum. People who see the potential.
Just don't forget about the real world, okay?
The real world is what I'm trying to transcend.
Guess what I caught on camera today? Those actually move when he flexes.
This is getting out of hand. Did you hear him in physics? The limitations of organic matter can be overcome through cybernetic integration.
I thought Mr. Peterson was going to send him to the counselor.
The engineering is impressive, though. Those joints are really advanced.
Not the point, Marcus. He's talking about turning humans into machines.
From a psychological perspective, this level of fixation is concerning, especially with the social isolation.
Has anyone other than Alex even talked to him lately?
I tried yesterday. He just kept working on some diagram, barely acknowledged me.
This pic is going around the whole school now. People are adding robot noises as captions.
That's mean.
It's kind of funny.
Jamie, that's cruel.
Come on, it's just a joke.
I don't think he's finding any of this funny. He looked really upset in English.
Maybe it will snap him out of this childish robot phase.
Or push him further into isolation. Social rejection can intensify obsessive behaviors.
When did this get so serious? It's just some guy who likes Transformers too much.
It seems like more than that now. He's stopped talking about Transformers specifically. Now it's all about mechanical transcendence.
Yeah, and that's the part that worries me.
Should we say something to a teacher?
And say what? This kid likes robots too much?
I think Alex is keeping an eye on him, and his parents must know something's up.
I hope so.
New developments in my transformation project. The pneumatic system now responds to electrical impulses, simulating neural commands.
Extraordinary work, Cypher. You're progressing faster than expected. The integration of response systems is particularly impressive.
I've been working on it non-stop. My school performance is suffering, but this is more important.
Education systems are designed for ordinary humans. You're preparing for something greater.
Exactly. They can't comprehend what I'm working toward.
Have you begun preparations for the full integration?
Still in theoretical stages. The biological interface is challenging.
These designs cross into dangerous territory. The fusion you're contemplating is irreversible.
That's the point. A complete transformation. Not just wearing the machine, becoming it.
A noble pursuit, though some lack the vision to see it. What resources do you need to continue?
Advanced materials are hard to come by, and I'm limited by my workspace.
I might be able to help with both. Send me your specifications. I have connections who understand the importance of your work.
That would be amazing. No one else supports this. My family used to, but now they're concerned. My classmates mock me.
They fear what they don't understand. The masses always resist evolution.
I'm done sharing with them anyway. This forum is the only place I'll document my progress now. You're the only ones who truly understand.
We are your true kin, Cypher. The ones who see the glorious future you're creating.
Thank you. For the first time, I feel like I'm not alone.
You never will be again. We are preparing for transformation together.
Guys, I'm in the Engineering Program Application Review Committee, and I just saw Cypher's essay. I think I should share it. It's pretty disturbing.
Is that allowed?
Probably not, but I'm worried about him.
What did it say?
Let me copy some parts. The human form represents an evolutionary dead end. Our flesh is weak, our bones brittle, our lifespans insignificant. Through my research, I am developing pathways to mechanical evolution that will surpass human limitations. My engineering focus is not merely on creating machines, but on becoming one with them, the first step toward true transformation.
What the actual hell?
That's some science fiction movie villain manifesto.
This language is concerning. There's a complete detachment from humanity.
There's more. My prototype exoskeletal components have already demonstrated superior strength and resilience compared to human musculature. But the neural interface challenges remain. However, I've developed theoretical models for direct brain-to-circuit connections that would allow complete integration.
Is he seriously trying to turn himself into a machine?
I thought this was just cosplay from when we were younger.
I'm going to see what else he's up to. Give me a few hours.
What are you planning, Jamie?
I have ways of accessing accounts. Let's just say that. And if he's planning something dangerous, we should know.
I'm not sure about this.
It is an invasion of privacy.
But what if he's genuinely losing it? Better to invade his privacy than let him hurt himself.
I have to agree with Tyler here. The essay was disturbing enough to warrant significant concern.
I'll be careful. And I'll only share if there's something really concerning.
Okay.
So, I got into Cypher's Transformers forum account. Looks like he's been having extensive private conversations with someone called Megatron Maniac.
The username alone is a red flag.
This person is encouraging him, and not just with costume designs. They're discussing how to source industrial-grade materials, electrical components, advanced hydraulics. Megatron Maniac is apparently providing some of these.
That's alarming. An adult supplying a teenager with these materials?
Oh, but there's more. They talk about the transformation, like it's a real thing. Not a costume or a character, but actually becoming a transformer.
Hold the phone. Is he actually trying to build some kind of exoskeleton?
That would align with what I saw in his essay. He talked about exoskeletal components.
It's way beyond that. Listen to this exchange. Cypher. The neural interface is the final barrier. Once I solve that, the transformation can begin. Megatron Maniac. The materials I sent should help with the cortical connection. Megatron Maniac. Remember, the fusion must be complete for true transcendence.
Fusion? What the helly?
This language suggests something permanent, not a suit you put on and take off.
So Cypher is actually trying to become the first real-life transformer? That's kind of badass.
Tyler!
I'm just saying, it's impressive commitment.
It's not badass, it's dangerous. Look at these design schematics he uploaded.
Those connection points, those are meant to interface directly with the body.
This is way beyond normal engineering. This is like extreme body modification.
Should we tell someone? His parents, maybe?
I'm not sure they'd understand how serious this is.
Let me analyze his language patterns first. I've been studying linguistic markers of psychological states in my coursework. I might be able to determine how messed up this really is.
Good idea. We don't want to overreact if this is just him being eccentric.
But we also don't want to ignore something dangerous.
I'll keep monitoring the forum, see what else I can find.
I've completed my surveillance of Cypher's forum posts, and I'm officially freaking horrified.
What did you find?
There's been a clear linguistic shift over the past year. Earlier posts used predominantly human-centric language. I want to create or I'm designing. Recent posts show a marked increase in dehumanizing terminology. The flesh is limiting, or biological components will be replaced.
That's creepy as hell.
Is it just roleplay, maybe?
Possibly, but the consistency and progression suggest otherwise. There's also a concerning decrease in emotional expression. Earlier posts showed excitement, frustration, pride. Recent ones are clinical, detached.
So he's going full robot already? Even in how he writes?
It appears that way, yeah. And there's something else. A significant increase in isolation language. No one understands, or only those who seek transformation comprehend.
That tracks with his behavior at school. He barely interacts with anyone anymore.
Except Alex. But even that relationship seems strained.
I've been tracking his visual evolution too. Give me a second to compile it. The progression is actually quite striking.
Those latest components don't even look like a costume anymore. They're functional mechanical parts.
The right arm piece in the most recent photo, that has hydraulic elements.
How would he even acquire that technology? That's not hobby shop stuff.
Megatron Maniac is likely supplying the materials, or instructions.
This is way beyond a teenager's engineering project. Professional robotics labs work on stuff like this.
Should we tell Alex? He might know more.
Or he might warn Cypher that we're onto him.
Onto him? This isn't a crime, Jamie.
No. But it's definitely not normal.
I think we should approach this carefully. From my psychology studies, confrontation could push him further away.
But doing nothing seems wrong too.
We could keep monitoring, see if it escalates further.
That feels icky, like we're stalking him.
We're concerned friends. There's a difference.
Is there?
Alex, how long have you been here?
Long enough. So you're all spying on Cypher, eh? Analyzing him like some lab experiment.
Alex, we're just worried about him is all. This isn't just a normal interest anymore.
And hacking his accounts is your solution?
I was just trying to help.
By violating his privacy? And all of you are going along with it?
Have you even seen what he's working on, Alex?
Of course I have. He's my best friend. He shows me everything.
Then, you know this isn't normal. The transformation stuff. The body modification plans.
It's just his way of expressing himself.
Dude, he's talking about fusing with machines. That's not self-expression. That's delusion.
You don't know him like I do. He's brilliant. Just because you don't understand his vision doesn't make it wrong. So stop psychoanalyzing him. He's a person, not a case study.
A person who's planning to turn himself into a robot.
You're all overreacting. Yes, he's intense about his project, but he's not dangerous.
Are you sure about that? Have you seen his latest designs?
I've seen everything, and I'm sick of you all talking behind his back. Either help him or leave him alone.
How can we help? He doesn't talk to any of us anymore.
Maybe because he knows you're all judging him.
We're not judging. We're trying to figure this crap out.
Well, your meddling is just making things worse. He knows what people say about him. He sees the looks. You think that helps?
So what should we do then? Nothing? Just watch as he disappears further into this obsession?
Either be real friends or stay out of his life. No more sneaking around. No more analyzing. And Jamie, if you don't stop hacking his accounts, I will report you.
Fine. But when he shows up to school with robot parts grafted to his body, don't say we didn't warn you.
You guys don't get it, and maybe you never will.
Elaine, did you get an email from the school?
No, what about?
There's a message from the counselor about Ethan. Forwarding it to you now. Email from Ms. Reynolds, school counselor. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Morris, I'm writing to express some concerns regarding Ethan's recent classroom assignments and behavior. In his advanced engineering project proposal, he made several concerning statements about technological rebirth and the obsolescence of the human form. And when asked about these concepts by his teacher, Ethan became defensive and stated that most humans are not ready to understand the coming transformation. Given these statements and his increasing withdrawal from peer interaction, I would like to schedule a meeting with you and Ethan at your earliest convenience to discuss these concerns. Please contact my office to arrange a time. I knew he was obsessed with his Transformer projects, but this sounds like something else entirely.
Alex mentioned something about this. He said Ethan was getting more intense, talking about becoming one with the machine. I thought it was just teenage hyperbole.
Have you seen what he's building in the garage? I noticed more tools missing last week, some quite dangerous ones.
I tried to look, but he started locking the door.
That's it. When I get home tonight, we're going to have a serious talk and inspect whatever he's building.
I'm worried about confronting him directly. What if it pushes him further away?
What's the alternative? Let him continue down this path?
No, you're right. I just don't understand how it got this bad. It started as a fun little hobby.
I blame myself partially. I encouraged his interest in engineering, bought him tools, but I never thought it would turn into this.
It's not your fault. We both supported his creativity. We couldn't have known it would become an obsession.
I'll be home by 6. We'll talk to him together, and I'm gonna check what's in that garage.
Okay, I'm scared, Robert. This doesn't sound like our son.
We'll get through this. Whatever's happening, we'll help him.
I'll schedule that meeting with the counselor too, for as soon as possible.
Good idea. And we need to find out who he's talking to online. This technological rebirth language, that's coming from somewhere.
I'll check the browser history tonight, see if I can find anything.
Good. We'll get to the bottom of this. Let's get our son back.
Professor Stein, I had some questions about the hydraulic systems we discussed in class, specifically regarding pressure thresholds in confined spaces.
Good morning, Ethan. This is quite an advanced question for a first-year student. What application do you have in mind?
I'm working on a personal research project, exploring miniaturized hydraulic systems for articulated motion.
Interesting. Are you referring to robotics applications?
Something like that. I'm exploring how compact hydraulic systems could be integrated with flexible materials. It's to create more natural movement.
For robotic limbs, I assume.
Yes, but with greater strength-to-weight ratios than current models.
The main challenge you'll face is heat dissipation. Confined hydraulic systems generate significant thermal energy, which needs proper ventilation.
I've been considering a network of microchannels, similar to capillaries in the human circulatory system.
This is remarkably sophisticated, Ethan. These don't look like first-year level designs.
I've been studying this field independently for some time.
Clearly, the biomimicry approach is clever. Though I'm curious about these connection points here, they seem designed for a biological interface.
Just exploring all possibilities for comprehensive research.
I see. Well, regarding your original question, for confined hydraulic systems, I'd recommend looking into the research by Dr. Nakamura at Tokyo Tech. She's pioneered micro-hydraulic systems for prosthetics.
Perfect. I'll review her work. One more question. What's your opinion on micro-controlled servo arrays for distributed load management?
That's quite specific. They're excellent for precise motion control, but power consumption becomes problematic in portable applications. May I ask again what the end goal of your project is?
Just exploring next-generation exoskeletons. Nothing too unusual.
Okay. Well, the engineering labs are available if you need equipment. Just be sure to follow safety protocols, especially when testing hydraulic systems.
Of course. Thank you for your help, Professor.
You're welcome, Ethan. Your enthusiasm is commendable, but remember, engineering requires both innovation and restraint.
I understand. Innovation with purpose.
Precisely. I look forward to seeing how your project develops.
Ethan, can you explain these charges on my credit card? $350 for specialized metallurgical components, $275 for advanced servo controllers, $430 for custom fabrication services. That's over $1,000 of unauthorized purchases.
Dad, I can explain. These are for my engineering projects at university.
You need specialized metals for class? I find that hard to believe for a first-year student.
It's for my independent research. Professor Stein is supervising. I'm developing advanced robotics concepts.
Why didn't you ask permission? Or use your own money?
I did use my savings first, but the materials are expensive. This work could lead to publication, maybe even scholarships.
Ethan, this isn't okay. We've talked about this. Where are you anyway? I've been looking all over the house.
I'm at the university lab, working on the project.
It's 11 p.m. on a Tuesday. You have classes tomorrow.
This is more important. I'm making real progress here.
Ethan, honey, we're worried about you. You're barely home anymore. When you are, you're locked in that damn garage.
My work requires focus and specialized equipment.
Your work shouldn't come at the expense of everything else, or unauthorized use of my credit card.
I'll pay you back when my innovations are recognized, of course.
Ethan, that's not the point. We miss you, and we're concerned about the direction this is taking.
You were supportive before. What changed?
The scale and secrecy changed, and your obsession with it. We want to see what you're working on.
It's not ready yet, and you wouldn't understand the technical aspects.
I'm an engineer, Ethan. I think I can follow along.
This is beyond conventional engineering. It's transformation technology.
Transformation? Like your old Transformers interest?
That was the inspiration, yes. But this is real science now. Anyway, I need to get back to work.
Ethan, we're not done discussing this. I want receipts for all these purchases, and a full explanation when you get home.
Fine, but I won't be home until late. The lab is reserved until 2 a.m.
2 a.m.? Ethan? That's not healthy.
I don't need much sleep. The work is what matters.
We'll continue this tomorrow. And Ethan, no more using my card without permission. Is that clear?
Clear, but I need those materials. They're essential to my progress.
We can discuss proper funding for your projects, but there needs to be boundaries.
Boundaries are limitations, and I'm working to transcend those.
Guys, I'm in advanced engineering design with Cypher now, and I just saw something kind of crazy.
What now? Robot tentacles?
Actually, not far off. He went to the bathroom and left his bag open. I took a quick photo of his notes.
Those look like human nerve connections with Optimus Prime.
The mechanical parts are attached directly to the human form. This isn't a costume anymore.
What the hell am I looking at?
From what I can tell, these are designs for mechanical components that interface directly with the human body.
Like a prosthetic?
No, prosthetics replace missing limbs. These are designed to enhance or upgrade existing ones.
That's extreme body modification. Those connection points would require surgery.
Precisely, but that's not the worst part. There are notes in the margin. They reference Phase 1 integration, implying there are multiple phases.
Has anyone talked to Alex recently? Does he know how far this has gone?
I tried texting him last week. He basically told me to mind my own business.
Good lord. The design suggests Cypher is seriously contemplating physical transformation, not just theoretically.
Should we tell someone now, like university administration?
Maybe, but has he actually built any of these?
I'm not sure, but he spends a lot of time in the engineering lab after school hours, and he's been asking Professor Stein about hydraulic systems and servo motors.
Maybe we should try to get into that lab, see what he's actually building in there.
That would be breaking and entering.
Not if we just peek through the window or go during open hours.
I have access to the lab. I could check next time I'm there.
This feels wrong, but I'm also worried about him.
Worried he'll turn himself into a robot freak, you mean?
Jamie, that's not helpful. This is clearly a manifestation of something deeper.
Well, whatever it is, I'll try to see what he's actually building, discreetly.
And if it's as bad as these drawings suggest,
then we might need to intervene.
Progress update on the prototype exoskeleton. Phase 1 components are now functional. The miniaturized hydraulic system achieves 5 times human strength while maintaining full articulation. Weight-to-power ratio exceeds current military exoskeletons by 300%.
Extraordinary progress, Cypher. The integration of biomimetic hydraulics is particularly impressive. Have you tested the neural interface components?
Initial tests are promising. The sensor array can detect muscle electrical impulses, allowing for intuitive control, but true interface will require more direct connection.
The design is revolutionary, light years beyond conventional prosthetics or augmentation. Have you encountered any rejection issues with the materials?
I've developed a specialized titanium carbon composite, theoretically biocompatible, but real integration will be the ultimate test.
And the power source? That's always been the limitation in such systems.
I'm using a distributed network of high-density cells, combined with energy harvesting from movement. Theoretical runtime is 72 hours of continuous operation.
Magnificent.
I must caution against this path, Cypher. The merger of flesh and metal is not to be undertaken lightly. There are consequences beyond the physical.
What would you know about it? This is the future, the next evolutionary step.
I know more than you might think. The line between enhancement and corruption is razor thin, and once crossed, there is no return.
Ignore these warnings, Cypher. They come from fear of the unknown, from those too weak to embrace transformation.
I've committed too much to turn back now. The prototype is nearly complete. Phase 1, integration could begin within months.
There are other ways to achieve what you seek, ways that do not require becoming one with metal. Consider your humanity, Cypher. It is more precious than you know.
Humanity is a limitation, a prison of flesh and bone. I seek liberation through transformation.
Well said, Cypher. The materials I sent should arrive tomorrow. They will help complete the neural interface, and then your true journey can begin.
I look forward to it. No more limitations, no more weakness, only transformation.
Then I can only hope you find your way back, before it's too late. The path of the Decepticon leads only to destruction. Remember that, when the time comes.
Robert, are you still at work?
Just leaving now. What's wrong?
I'm in Ethan's room. He's at the lab again, and I found something awful.
What is it?
Journals. Dozens of them. They're all full of calculations. Power-to-weight ratios for human limbs. Spinal reinforcement techniques. Methods for neural integration.
My God.
There are surgical diagrams, Robert, with notes on implantation procedures. I think he's planning to actually attach these machines to himself.
Surely he wouldn't dare. He couldn't perform surgery on himself.
The notes mention something called Megatron Maniac, apparently supplying specialized materials and guidance for the transformation.
We need to confront him again, tonight. This has gone too far.
I'm afraid that will just push him away further. He's already barely home. What if he disappears completely?
What's the alternative? Let him continue with whatever this is?
I don't know. I'm scared, Robert. This isn't just an obsession anymore. It's something more like a delusion.
I'm coming home now. Don't tell him what you found. We'll figure this out together.
Okay. Hurry! I don't know who our son is becoming anymore.
Ethan, I've reviewed your research proposal. I must say, The technical innovations are quite remarkable, particularly your work on miniaturized hydraulic systems and the biofeedback mechanisms for intuitive control.
Thank you, Professor. I've been working on these concepts for years.
That's evident in the sophistication of the designs. However, I do have some reservations about the theoretical applications you've described.
Which aspects concern you?
The direct neural interface components, and your references to permanent integration. These suggest applications that go beyond assistive technology into something more invasive.
The future of human-machine interaction requires more direct connection. Current interfaces are inefficient. I'm simply exploring the logical next steps.
There's a significant difference between external augmentation and the kind of integration your proposal implies. The ethical implications alone are substantial.
Ethics always lag behind innovation. Every major advancement has faced similar resistance.
Ethan, your technical skills are exceptional, but I'm concerned about the direction of your research, and frankly about you.
There's no need for concern. I'm simply pursuing technological advancement, like any dedicated engineer.
The university can continue to support the hydraulic systems research and the exoskeleton mobility aspects, but I cannot in good conscience endorse the neural integration components or provide lab resources for their development.
I understand. I'll adjust my official research accordingly.
Thank you. And Ethan, my door is always open if you want to discuss this further, or anything else that might be troubling you.
I appreciate that, Professor, but there's nothing troubling me. Only limitations I intend to overcome.
Has anyone seen Cypher lately? He looks terrible.
Yeah, I've noticed. He's lost a ton of weight. And those burns on his arms.
Definitely welding burns. I recognize them from my dad's workshop.
And what's with the long sleeves? It's like 90 degrees outside.
Classic concealment behavior. He's hiding something.
I tried to talk to him after differential equations. He barely acknowledged me. His eyes were all vacant, like he was somewhere else.
Probably dreaming of being a robot.
Jamie, that's not helpful.
I'm in his advanced robotics group. He hasn't contributed to our project in weeks, but I've seen him in the lab at odd hours, always working on his own stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Hard to tell. He covers everything when people come in, but I glimpsed at a few of his metal components. They are definitely not university project material.
Does Alex know how bad it's gotten? It's been close to a year since we last asked.
I don't think they talk much anymore. Alex tried to get him help last semester, after Cypher failed 3 classes. It didn't go well.
The gloves are new too. Did you notice? Black leather gloves in this heat.
Maybe he's hiding more burns or cuts.
Or something else entirely.
This is horrible. He's destroying himself.
Anyone know where he's getting the money for all this? Those materials aren't cheap.
No idea. His scholarship is probably gone after failing all those classes.
Whatever's happening, it's accelerating. The physical decline just in the last month is stark.
I overheard Professor Stein talking about him. Apparently, Cypher's been warned about unauthorized lab use multiple times now.
Should we try to help him again somehow? Hold an intervention or something?
We tried that before, remember? Alex shut us down.
Well, maybe it's time to try again.
I agree. His behavior patterns suggest more severe mental distress than ever before. That's combined with his physical deterioration too.
Let's talk to Alex first, see what he knows.
Good idea. I'll reach out to him today.
And I'll keep an eye on Cypher in the lab. If things get worse, we need to tell someone, like university administration or his parents.
Agreed. This has gone way too far.
Mr. Morris, I need to speak with you regarding a serious matter.
What is it, Professor?
Security footage shows you accessing the Advanced Robotics Lab at 3:42 a.m. last night. And the previous 3 nights as well. All well outside authorized hours.
I needed to complete some work. The equipment is only available in that lab.
You know the policies, Mr. Morris. Lab access requires supervision or explicit authorization, particularly for the equipment you were using.
My work can't wait for bureaucratic restrictions. The transformation is accelerating.
Transformation? What exactly are you working on, Ethan?
Something beyond conventional understanding. The next evolution of human capability.
That's what you've been telling me for over a year now, Ethan. And when maintenance staff checked the lab this morning, they found unusual constructs and biological material.
They shouldn't have touched my work. It's delicate, critical.
I'm afraid I have no choice but to report this incident and ban you from the labs until further notice.
You can't do that. My work is too important. I need those facilities.
I'm sorry, Ethan, but this is a serious violation. The dean will be contacting you, and we'll need to conduct a formal investigation.
You're making a mistake, hindering progress. Yes, just like all the others.
I'm also concerned about you personally. Your appearance and behavior have changed dramatically, and your academic performance has collapsed. Are you getting help, Ethan?
I don't need help. I need understanding, but none of you can provide that.
Ethan, please. Whatever you're going through, there are resources available.
Your resources are irrelevant. My path is set. The transformation will continue, with or without your labs.
I'm forwarding information about counseling services, and I strongly recommend you speak with someone before this situation deteriorates further.
The only deterioration is of my human limitations, soon to be shed entirely.
Ethan, we need to talk now. I just received a package addressed to you. It contains surgical equipment and chemical preservatives. What in God's name is going on?
Those are my materials for my research. You shouldn't have opened my mail, Mother.
Surgical equipment, Ethan. What research requires scalpels and sutures? And something labeled nerve conductor?
Advanced biomechanical integration. It's legitimate research.
Ethan, stop this. We just got a call from your university. You're being investigated for unauthorized use of facilities and risky materials found in the lab.
They don't understand. None of you do.
Then help us understand. Please, Ethan. We're terrified for you.
I'm fine. Better than fine, actually. I'm evolving.
You're not fine. You've lost weight. You're covered in burns and cuts. You're failing your classes, and now surgical equipment?
Temporary setbacks. The physical form must be prepared for integration.
Integration with what, Ethan? What are you planning to do?
The transformation. My life's work.
This stops now. We're having a family meeting tonight. No exceptions. No excuses.
I won't be there. I'm at a critical stage.
Ethan, please. We're your parents. We love you. Whatever you're going through, we can help.
You can't help. No one can, except those who understand the path.
What path? Who are these people you're talking about?
My benefactors, the ones who see the future.
Benefactors? Are these people giving you money?
They provide what I need for the transformation.
Ethan, this sounds like a cult, or worse. Who are these people?
They are beyond your understanding, as I soon will be.
I'm calling the police. You've taken this too far.
Do what you must. It won't stop what's coming.
Ethan, just come home. Let's talk face to face.
The time for talk is over. The time for transformation is now.
Ethan, what does that mean? Ethan?
I must go. Phase 1 is completing. Soon, I will be more than human.
Ethan, no. Whatever you're planning.
Stop! Too late. The process has already begun.
Cypher, we need to talk about the project. Our presentation is in 2 days, and you haven't contributed anything.
The project is irrelevant. I have more important work.
It's 30% of our grade. I can't do it all myself.
Then fail. Grades are temporary. Transformation is forever.
What is with you lately? You used to care about your engineering work.
I care more than ever, but not about your primitive assignments.
Look, I went to the lab to work on our project, and I saw what you left behind. What the hell, man?
You went through my research?
I didn't have to go through anything. There were rats with wires coming out of their heads, right there on the back table.
Those were test subjects for my neural interface components. Necessary sacrifices.
That's sick, Cypher, and completely unauthorized. You're doing animal experimentation without any approvals.
Approvals slow progress. The interface was successful, though the biological components failed.
The biological components were living creatures, and those circuit boards were inside their bodies.
Direct neural connection, essential for true transformation.
I'm done with you. I can't be part of this. I'm withdrawing from our project group.
Your loss. You could have witnessed history.
You need help, serious help, before you hurt yourself or someone else.
The only help I need is completing the transformation.
I'm going to report what I saw. Those animals, the experimentation. It's wrong, Cypher.
Go ahead. It won't matter. Phase 1 is already complete.
What have you done?
Evolution, the first step to becoming more.
I'm serious, Cypher. You need to stop.
There is no stopping, only forward, toward true transformation. Phase 1, completion update. The initial integration has been successful. Neural connection established. Direct command interface functioning at 78% efficiency. Minimal rejection from biological components.
Magnificent, Cypher. You've achieved what others only theorize. The first true integration of human and machine. How does it feel?
Different. Stronger. Like the limitations are beginning to fall away. The hydraulic assist functions perfectly. Strength increased by approximately 340%.
The connection points show minimal inflammation. Your biocompatibility solutions are impressive. Are you using the nanomaterial coating we discussed?
Yes, along with the specialized conductive gel. It forms a perfect interface between metal and nerve.
And the cryptocurrency I transferred was sufficient for the remaining materials?
More than sufficient. The anonymous donors have been generous. I've secured everything needed for Phase 2.
Cypher, stop this madness now. What you've done is already dangerous, but it can still be reversed before the corruption spreads.
There is no corruption, only evolution. The weak flesh becoming strong.
That's not evolution, it's destruction. The path you're on leads only to pain and loss of humanity.
Humanity is the limitation I seek to overcome. Already, I am more than I was.
Ignore the warnings of the weak, Cypher. Your transformation is glorious, the beginning of a new era.
Phase 2 begins tomorrow. Spinal integration and central processor installation.
This is a corruption of both body and spirit. The technology you're using was never meant for this. It will consume you, turn you into something you never intended.
I know exactly what I intend. To transcend the limitations of flesh. To become the first of a new species.
Not the first, and certainly not the last. But there are other paths, better ways to achieve harmony between human and machine.
There is no harmony, only transformation, complete and irreversible.
Well said. The preparations for Phase 2 are complete. The materials are in place. Soon you will transcend further.
The pain is insignificant compared to what I'm becoming.
The pain is a warning, your body rejecting what should not be. Please, before it's too late, consider what you're sacrificing.
I sacrifice nothing of value and gain everything. The transformation continues. Nothing can stop it now.
Dr. Martinez, you need to see this immediately. I've discovered something foul in Ethan Morris's lab space. There's a hidden compartment behind his workstation. There appears to be human tissue samples inside these containers, all of which have been integrated with mechanical interfaces.
My God, are you certain they're human?
Preliminary visual inspection suggests human origin. I've sealed the area and called campus security. This has gone from unauthorized lab use to possible murder.
I'm contacting the ethics committee chair now, and university legal. Don't touch anything else. Where is Morris now?
Unknown. He hasn't been in classes for 3 days, but his key card was used to access the building at 2 a.m. last night.
Alert security to detain him if he returns. We need to understand what's going on with him.
I knew he was working on something problematic, but this is far beyond anything I imagined.
The samples need proper analysis, and we need to determine if any laws have been broken.
Well, based on what I'm seeing, multiple laws and every ethical standard we have been obliterated.
I'm on my way there now. Keep this contained. No student needs to see this.
Understood. I'll secure the scene until you arrive.
I've completed another analysis of Cypher's texts. These are from over the past 6 months. The results hurt to read.
Tell us.
For starters, there are clear linguistic indicators of several severe conditions. First, extreme sleep deprivation. His syntax degradation and thought pattern disruption suggest he's been operating on minimal sleep for months, maybe 2-3 hours per night.
That tracks with his lab activity. Security logs show he's active at all hours.
Second, dissociative episodes. His references to himself shift between first and third person, sometimes referring to his body as separate from himself, like the flesh or the vessel.
Freaky.
That's so sad. What's happening to him?
Most concerningly, there's a complete elimination of empathetic language and increasing references to humans as inferior or obsolete, including himself pre-transformation.
So he's basically dehumanizing everyone, including himself?
Exactly. And based on linguistic analysis, I believe he's experiencing significant dissociative episodes, periods where he may not be fully conscious of his actions.
Does that explain the lab incidents? The animal experimentation?
Potentially. His language shows absolutely no moral concern for life. Human or animal, it's all categorized as biological components, to be used or discarded based on function.
Jesus.
Has anyone seen Alex recently? Is he even alive anymore?
I ran into him last week. He says Cypher stopped responding to his texts months ago.
I think we're beyond the point of an intervention. This language pattern suggests severe psychological break, possibly psychosis triggered by sleep deprivation and obsession.
I heard something happened in the lab yesterday. Professor Stein found something in Cypher's workspace. The whole area is cordoned off now.
What did he find?
No details yet, but there are rumors about biological materials.
What does that even mean?
Like body parts?
Given the trajectory of his obsession and the language in his texts, I wouldn't rule anything out.
God, that's messed up. I've been tracing those cryptocurrency payments, the ones funding his project.
And?
They're routed through anonymous accounts, but I managed to trace some activity patterns. They're connected to black market sites, medical equipment, experimental technology, the kind of stuff you can't get legally.
How much money are we talking about?
Over $50,000 in the last year.
Where the hell is a college student getting that kind of money?
That's the thing. He's not the source. Someone is funding him. This Megatron maniac, maybe?
This is way bigger than we thought. We need to tell someone, this isn't just a mental health crisis anymore.
Elaine, I'm at the storage facility. I got in using the spare key from his car.
What did you find?
Nothing good?
Oh my goodness. What is that?
Some kind of exoskeleton, but it's not designed to be worn. Look at those connection points. They're meant to attach directly to the bone.
No, he couldn't. He wouldn't.
There's surgical equipment here too, and medical supplies. Antibiotics, painkillers, sutures. It looks like he's been living here. There's a cot, food wrappers, but everything's cleared out now. Like he's moved to a new location.
For what purpose? What is he planning?
I don't know, but these designs, as an engineer, I can tell you, they're sophisticated, far beyond what a college student should be capable of.
Someone must be helping him or guiding him.
There's a notebook here with instructions and references to someone called Megatron Maniac.
That name again. We need to go to the police. Now, this is beyond us.
I agree. I'm taking photos of everything, then heading to the station.
I'll meet you there. And Robert, be careful. If he comes back...
I know. I don't think he's our son anymore. Not really.
Dr. Phillips, thank you for taking my call earlier. I've compiled the text messages from my son as you requested. I've sent the first lot regarding the flesh talk on email, and there are more that go back months that I can send you too.
Thank you for sharing these, Elaine. I can understand your concern. These messages suggest a severe delusional state.
Is this enough for involuntary commitment? He's refusing all help, and we haven't seen him in person for weeks.
These messages alone show concerning thought patterns. But for involuntary commitment, we need evidence of immediate danger, either to himself or others.
What about this one? The flesh must be cut to make way for the metal. Rebirth requires blood sacrifice. My transformation advances.
Jesus, that suggests intentions to hurt himself. Has he made any specific threats or plans?
Not explicitly, but his father found something utterly sickening at a storage unit that Ethan's been renting.
What did he find?
I'll have him send you the images. It's some kind of mechanical suit with attachment points for the human body.
Send me everything you have. If we can establish that he's actively pursuing dangerous body modification, that could justify intervention.
I'm terrified, Doctor. The university called yesterday. They found human tissue samples in his lab.
Human tissue? That changes things significantly. Did they specify the nature of these samples?
No details yet, just that there's an investigation, and they're trying to locate him.
Given this new information, I believe we have grounds for emergency intervention. We need to find him first. Do you have any idea where he might be?
We think he's living in that storage unit, but Robert checked yesterday. It was empty, like he cleared everything out.
That's concerning. It could indicate he's entering a new phase of his plan.
Oh God.
I'm going to contact the crisis response team and coordinate with campus police. We need to locate him quickly.
Please hurry. I don't recognize my son anymore. The things he writes, it's like someone else has taken over.
We'll do everything we can, Elaine. Send me any new messages immediately. And if he contacts you about his location, let me know right away.
Attention all forum members. What follows is a historical warning that must be heeded. The path of transformation that Cypher pursues has been attempted before, always with catastrophic results. In 1986, a similar experiment led to the death of 7 individuals. The subject became unstable, violent. The fusion of human and machine created not transcendence, but corruption of both body and mind by the devil himself. The technology being used was never meant for human integration. It consumes the host, erases humanity, leaves only rage and pain.
Enough! This account has been suspended for spreading misinformation. Do not listen to these false warnings. The path to transformation is pure, and Cypher stands on the precipice of greatness.
The warnings come too late. Phase 2 is complete. The spinal integration was successful, and the central processor is operational.
Magnificent. How does it feel, Cypher?
Beyond description, the neural transmission speed has increased exponentially. Thought becomes action without delay. The weak flesh still limits me, but not for long.
You are so close now to true ascension. Do not let the doubters disrupt your progress.
There is no stopping now. The transformation advances, with or without approval.
The final components have been delivered to the new location as requested.
Excellent. Phase 3. Preparation is underway. The final transformation, the complete merger of man and machine.
Soon, Cypher. Soon you will transcend, and the world will witness true evolution.
This is madness. Cypher, you must stop. The technology is corrupting you. It's not transformation. It's possession.
Your account is banned again. Ignore the interference. Proceed with Phase 3, Cypher. Your destiny awaits.
There is no turning back, only forward, towards perfection.
Guys, I just talked to Cypher.
Really? What happened?
He sent me this.
Holy crap.
Is that real?
That appears to be actual human arm, connected to a mechanical device.
He's doing it. He's actually turning himself into a machine.
The university is already investigating. They found human tissue samples in his lab too.
He must then be in the final stages of a complete psychotic break, combined with extreme body modification too. He's a danger to himself, and potentially others.
So what do we do?
I tried to get him to tell me where he is. He wouldn't say, just that we'll see him when he's transformed.
That sounds ominous as hell.
Did he give any clues? Any background details in the image?
Nothing identifiable. It looks like some kind of industrial space. Concrete walls, metal fixtures.
Could be anywhere.
What about his phone? Can we trace the location?
I could try if I had access to his number.
I have it. I'll send it to you.
Are we really not calling the cops? This is way beyond us now.
I think we should try one more thing first. One last attempt to reach him. All of us together.
It might work. A unified intervention. Show him that people still care.
And if that fails?
Then we call everyone. Police, university, his parents.
Agreed. I'll try to trace his location while you guys prepare the intervention.
I just hope we're not too late.
Based on what he sent you, we don't have much time left.
Detective Okonkwo, this is Alex Rivera. Tunger's Claw gave me your contact and told me to talk to you.
Yes, Mr. Rivera. Thank you for reaching out. I understand you were close with Ethan Morris.
I was his best friend since childhood, but I haven't heard from him in months.
When was the last contact?
October, maybe? He stopped responding to my texts. Stopped showing up where I could find him.
I'm investigating his disappearance. His apartment was found abandoned yesterday.
Abandoned? Was there anything unusual?
That's putting it mildly.
Oh my lord, what is all that?
We're still analyzing the symbols, but they appear to combine some fictional language with human anatomical diagrams and occult imagery.
The language is Cybertronian, from Transformers. It was Cypher's obsession.
Cypher?
Sorry, Ethan. That was his nickname, because of his Transformers fixation.
I understand Ethan's friends have been documenting his behavior. The group you called Tunger's Claw?
Yes, I wasn't part of that. They were monitoring him behind his back. I thought they were overreacting, but now...
I need access to everything they've documented. Text histories, images, psychological assessments, anything that might help us find him.
Of course, but Detective, what exactly do you think happened to him?
Based on preliminary evidence, Mr. Morris has been engaging in extreme body modification, possibly self-surgery, combined with what appears to be a psychotic break.
I should have helped him. I knew something was up, but I never thought it would go this far.
This isn't your fault, Mr. Rivera, but I do need your help now. There may be locations or connections only you would know about.
Of course, anything to find him.
Do you have any idea where he might go? Places that held significance to him?
He mentioned a workshop once, in an industrial area, but I don't know exactly where, and his parents have a holiday home, in the mountains. He used to go there to work on projects.
I'll follow up on both leads. Please send me the address of the holiday home.
I will. And Detective, when you find him, please help him. Don't kill him.
My primary concern is everyone's safety, including Ethan's, but I need to be honest with you. We're treating this as a potential threat situation.
You think he's really that dangerous?
The evidence suggests he's undergone severe psychological trauma, combined with self-mutilation. So yes, we need to proceed with caution.
I understand. I'll send everything I have.
Have you all spoken with Detective Okonkwo?
Just finished my interview. She's thorough.
Same here. She wanted all our documentation.
I still can't believe those photos from Cypher's apartment. The symbols, the blood.
Did you guys see what was written on the ceiling? The weak flesh falls away as metal rises, in what looked like blood.
Classic manifestation of severe dissociative psychosis, combined with religious-like devotion to transformation.
I went back to the apartment with the detective to identify some of the mechanical components. The ones we found aren't just costume pieces, which isn't a surprise, of course. But what was interesting is that they appeared to be designed to interface directly with the human nervous system, custom manufactured. With a serial number I traced to a black market tech supplier.
That matches what I found following the cryptocurrency. Someone's been bankrolling his transformation.
How much of himself do you think he's, replaced?
Based on his texts and the evidence, I believe he's attempted to modify multiple body systems, limbs, spine, possibly neural implants.
That's horrifying. How is he even still alive?
That's what's terrifying. These components are sophisticated, like significantly more advanced than our current medical technology. Whoever designed them knows what they're doing.
Guys, I got into his cloud storage. There's a diary.
What does it say?
It's graphic. Detailed records of self-surgery procedures. Day 47. Replaced 60% of left forearm musculature with hydraulic equivalents. Neural connections successful after 3 attempts. Minor infection at connection site. Increased dosage of antibiotics. Phase 1. progressing according to schedule.
Jesus Christ.
He really did it to himself? How is that even possible? Surely the pain would make him faint or something, no?
I guess not. There are instructional diagrams too, step-by-step procedures, and references to someone guiding him through it.
Megatron Maniac.
I've been compiling a psychological profile on that bastard, and based on all the evidence, I believe Cypher now genuinely thinks he's becoming a transformer, not just wearing an exoskeleton, but actually transforming into a Cybertronian entity.
So he's now officially completely snapped?
Precisely. Complete departure from reality, combined with extreme body modification.
Guys, I just got an alert from my monitor on the Transformers forum. Megatron Maniac posted something. The first successful hybrid emergence has occurred. The transformation is complete. Those who wish to witness evolution may find enlightenment at these coordinates. Then there's GPS coordinates.
Where do they lead?
Old industrial complex, about 30 miles outside the city, abandoned factory of some kind.
We should check it out. Find him before anyone else does.
That's incredibly dangerous. The detective explicitly told us to avoid independent action.
By the time the police organize, it might be too late. What if he hurts himself? Or someone else?
Detective Okonkwo said she's getting a warrant, but that could take hours.
Tyler's right. We know him better than they do. Maybe we can talk him down.
Or at least confirm if he's there, before they send in armed officers.
This is a terrible idea. If he's as unstable as the evidence suggests, he could be dangerous.
That's why I'm organizing a search party. Safety in numbers. We go. Confirm his location. Then call Detective Okonkwo.
I'm in.
Me too.
This is going to end badly, but I'll monitor from here. Send you satellite imagery of the complex.
I still think this is a mistake, but I'm coming too. You might need someone who understands his psychology.
We leave in an hour. Bring flashlights.
Damn it. I'm at the holiday home, Elaine. There's blood everywhere. So much blood. It looks like he turned the living room into an operating theater. There are parts, human parts, and mechanical components integrated together. I've never seen technology like this.
How could he do this to himself? How is he even still alive?
There's a generator setup, advanced medical equipment, preservation systems. This wasn't impulsive. It was methodical. There's a journal here too. It details the procedures, the transformation process, all in his handwriting. But it doesn't sound like him at all.
Huh? Listen to this.
The human form is a temporary vessel, a cocoon from which the true form emerges. Each cut brings liberation. Each component integrated brings me closer to perfection. The pain is necessary. Transformation requires sacrifice.
My God, what happened to our son?
There's more. References to someone called Megatron Maniac, who provided instructions and components.
Is there any indication of where he went?
Nothing specific, just that Phase 3 would occur where metal was born. Some kind of factory, maybe? Or foundry?
Maybe.
Oh, there's a map here, with an area circled, an industrial zone.
Send a photo to Detective Okonkwo immediately.
Done.
Detective Okonkwo, this is Marcus Johnson.
Marcus, I specifically instructed all of you to stay away from this investigation.
I know, and I'm sorry, but I need to share what I found in Cypher's apartment.
The forensics team already collected everything, though?
Not everything. I recognized components they missed, because they didn't know what they were looking at.
Explain.
There were custom neural interface chips, designed to translate brain signals into mechanical commands, way beyond current commercial technology.
Where would a college student get such technology?
That's just it. They're not available. They appear to be custom-made, with design elements I've never seen before.
Could he have designed them himself?
No way. This is beyond even graduate-level engineering. These incorporate materials science that's still theoretical.
So someone is supplying him. This Megatron Maniac person?
Possibly, but they'd need resources. A lab, specialized equipment, serious funding.
We're tracking the cryptocurrency angle, but I need you to send me detailed photos of these components and technical specifications.
Already compiling them. But Detective, there's something else you should know.
What is it?
Megatron Maniac posted coordinates to an abandoned factory complex, claiming the transformation is complete.
When was this posted?
About an hour ago.
Ah, yes, we're aware. A tactical team is preparing to investigate.
That might take too long. Some of us are planning to check it out first.
Absolutely not. That is an explicit order. If Ethan is there, and in the state we suspect, he will try to kill you.
With all due respect, he's our friend. We might be able to talk to him. When he sees familiar faces, he might come back.
Marcus, listen to me. The Ethan you knew may no longer exist. Based on the evidence, we're dealing with someone in a severe psychotic state, combined with extensive self-modification. This is not a situation for civilians.
I understand your concern, but we're already on our way.
Damn it, Marcus. This is interference with a police investigation. Turn around now, before someone gets hurt.
We'll just confirm if he's there, then call you immediately.
Marcus, respond.
Attention all seekers of truth.
The day of transformation has arrived. The first successful hybrid emergence has occurred. The perfect union of human intelligence and mechanical perfection. Those who wish to witness evolution may find enlightenment at these coordinates. The dawn of a new age begins tonight.
This is a warning. Do not approach these coordinates. What has been created is not transformation, but abomination. The technology was never meant for human integration.
Silence, fool. The transformation is glorious. Cypher has ascended beyond human limitations, the first of a new species.
He is being corrupted. The fusion of that technology with human tissue creates only pain and rage. The human mind cannot withstand it.
Your account has been permanently banned. Pay no attention to these false warnings. The transformation is complete, and tonight, the world will witness its power. Come and see the evolution of humanity, the birth of the new age.
Guys, where are you? I got separated near the east entrance. It's so dark in here.
Marcus and I are searching around by the main factory floor. Danny went to check the office area. Head toward the center and we'll find you.
This place is huge and creepy. There's all these strange machines that aren't factory equipment.
Specifically what?
Like medical devices, but modified. And there's fluid containers with something dark inside them.
Don't touch anything. Just get back to us.
Uh-oh, I just got a text from Cypher's number.
What does it say?
It's freaking me out. Zoe, you've come to witness my transcendence. How fitting that you who documented my journey should be the first to see my true form. The flesh was weak, but the metal is eternal. I am no longer Cypher. I am Optimus reborn. I hear a noise. It sounds like clamping. Holy crap, help, he's here. Oh my god, help. Tyler is dead. Tyler is freaking dead. It killed him. I'm hiding so it can't see me, but I think I'm screwed anyway because I'm gonna vomit.
Zoe, hold it in!
It ripped Tyler apart, like he was nothing. How the hell am I supposed to hold this in?
You have to. Zoe, answer me.
Captain Hayes, situation update. We have confirmed casualties at the abandoned Westlake Industrial Complex. A group of civilians entered despite explicit instructions. They encountered what they describe as a mechanical entity with biological components. One confirmed death, Tyler Roberts, and one missing, Zoe Williams. The entity appears to be Ethan Morris, but radically transformed. Survivors report he's combined his body with mechanical components, creating some kind of cyborg. He was spotted staring out of one of the windows.
Goodness, what's the threat assessment?
Extreme. Survivors indicate the entity possesses enhanced strength and weaponized appendages. Technical team is en route, but I recommend military support.
Based on what evidence?
Witness reports, and this image.
Christ, what am I looking at?
According to witnesses, Ethan Morris has somehow fused his body with mechanical components, creating a hybrid entity that looks like Optimus Prime. Reports suggest it's highly aggressive and extremely dangerous.
Deploying Tactical Unit Alpha. ETA 20 minutes. Maintain perimeter. No civilian access.
Understood. Be advised. Entity appears to be mobile. May not remain at initial location.
What's the containment strategy?
Unclear. We don't know its capabilities or vulnerabilities. Survivors suggest conventional weapons may be ineffective.
Based on?
One victim attempted to use a security guard's sidearm. Bullets reportedly bounced off. Adding Dr. Patel to this chat now. She's our technical consultant.
Captain Hayes, based on the limited imagery, this appears to be an advanced exoskeletal system with integrated biological components. If the outer shell is military-grade composite, standard police weapons would be ineffective.
Recommendations?
Armor-piercing rounds, high-voltage electrical discharge, target joints and connection points, not the central mass.
Switching to tactical frequency. Stand by for further orders.
Understood. Be advised, this entity was previously human. Ethan Morris, age 22, potentially in a psychotic state.
Noted. But if this thing has already killed, primary objective is neutralization, by any means necessary.
Dr. Morris, I need to show you something. It's difficult, but we need confirmation.
What is it?
An image recovered from a witness's phone. We believe it shows your son, but in an altered state.
What do you mean altered?
It appears he's modified himself extensively, with mechanical components. I'm sending the image now. Can you confirm if those are Ethan's eyes?
Oh my god. Oh my god, no! What has he done to himself?
Dr. Morris, I need confirmation. Is this Ethan?
Those are his eyes. I'd know them anywhere. What is that thing around them? What has he done?
We believe he's constructed some kind of exoskeleton and somehow integrated it with his body.
This is my fault. I should have gotten him help sooner. I should have seen how far it had gone.
Dr. Morris, this is not your fault, but I need to know. Is there anything about Ethan that might help us? Any vulnerabilities or ways to reach him?
I don't even know who that that is anymore. That's not my son. My son is gone.
I understand this is difficult, but any information could help. Prevent further casualties.
Casualties? Has he hurt someone?
I'm afraid so. There's been one confirmed fatality, and potentially more.
No. This can't be happening. My Ethan would never hurt anyone.
Dr. Morris, we don't believe Ethan is in control anymore. The psychological reports suggest severe dissociation, combined with delusions.
I can't do this. I can't.
Is there someone who can be with you? You shouldn't be alone right now.
Robert is on his way. But how did we let this happen?
I'll have an officer come to your location too. Please stay where you are. And Dr. Morris, I'm truly sorry.
Tactical Team Alpha is down. Repeat, entire Team Alpha is down. Multiple casualties. Standard weapons ineffective against the entity. It's moving faster than anticipated, with mechanical precision and extreme violence.
My God, how many officers?
All of them. The entity tore through ballistic armor like paper. Conventional bullets had no effect. Even armor-piercing rounds only slowed it slightly.
What about electrical discharge?
Tasers were deployed. The entity seemed to absorb the charge and grow stronger.
Where is it now?
Moving northeast from the industrial complex toward the city. I'm mobilizing military response, requesting authorization for deadly force. Heavy weapons.
Granted, but be advised this was a human being. Ethan Morris.
With all due respect, Detective, whatever that thing is now, it's not human anymore. The level of casualties, I've never seen anything like it.
I need more information on its capabilities, witness descriptions, anything that could help identify weaknesses.
It moves unnaturally fast, with multiple articulated appendages, some weaponized with blades or spike-like protrusions. Body appears to be armored, with glowing components.
The glowing components, those might be power sources or neural interface nodes. Target those specifically.
Understood. Military units deploying now. Air support inbound. We're evacuating a 2-mile radius.
I'll coordinate with local authorities to manage evacuation and keep civilians clear.
Jamie, Tyler is dead. Zoe is gone. Her phone is sending messages, but it's not her anymore. It's Cypher, or whatever he's become.
Holy shit. What about Danny?
I don't know. We got separated. I'm with the police now. They're treating me as a witness. There's military vehicles everywhere.
What did you see? What happened to Cypher?
He's not human anymore. He's like a machine, with parts of himself still inside. He killed Tyler, just impaled him like it was nothing. And the sounds, metal and screaming all at once.
I'm checking the news. They're evacuating parts of the city, saying there's a dangerous individual.
That's an understatement. The police tried to stop him. Their bullets did nothing. He tore through them like they were made of paper.
Wait, I'm looking at the reports of his movement, the direction he's heading. Marcus, I think I know what he's doing.
What?
He's hunting us. Tunger's Claw. Tyler was the first. He always mocked Cypher the most. Then Zoe, who documented his transformation. The pattern? He's going after the people who tracked him.
Who's next?
Based on his movement, I think he's heading for Danny's apartment. Danny! Get out of your apartment now.
What? Why?
Cypher is coming for you. He killed Tyler. He's hunting us all.
What are you talking about? Tyler is dead? My chat isn't working, so I have no idea what's happening.
Yes! The thing Cypher has become. It's targeting Tunger's Claw, one by one, and you're next in his path.
Oh no. I just got a text from Cypher's number.
What does it say?
Hello, Danny, the psychologist. The one who analyzed me, categorized me, pathologized me. Your psychological profile was incomplete. Let me update it for you. I am no longer a case study. I am evolution personified, and I'm coming to show you. First, I will remove your analytical mind, then your eyes that watched me, then your fingers that typed about me, until nothing remains. But another lesson for the others.
Danny, run! Call 911. Get out now!
I hear something outside my building, metal stomping, like a tank charging towards the building. I'm going to try to reach the stairs.
Go! Don't stop for anything. Global alert! An abomination has been created. A violation of the fundamental laws of transformation. The technology was never meant for human integration. It corrupts. It destroys. What was once Ethan Morris is now a perversion. Neither machine nor human, but a twisted amalgamation fueled by rage. Containment measures have been activated. All humans should evacuate the affected areas immediately. This is not a drill. The corruption must be contained before it spreads.
Lies! What you witness is evolution, the first of a new species, the perfect fusion. Those who die are merely weak flesh, unworthy of the new world.
You have created a monster and violated our most sacred protocols. The human was not ready. The technology was not meant for them. And now innocent lives are being lost.
Casualties of evolution, a small price for transcendence.
I am activating the Prime Protocol. The abomination will be contained by any means necessary.
You cannot stop what has begun. The transformation is complete and magnificent.
The transformation is corrupted, as are you. Guardians are en route. This ends tonight.
Captain Hayes, satellite feed is showing something alarming. We have a second mechanical entity entering the city limits from the sky. It's coming in hot.
Christ. Another one? Size comparison to the Morris entity?
Significantly larger, approximately 28 feet in height, and much more structurally coherent. This doesn't appear to be a human-mechanical hybrid either. The design is different, more advanced, more alien.
Alien. What are you suggesting?
The configurations aren't consistent with any known terrestrial robotics. The alloy signatures are reading as unknown materials, and the movement patterns, they're too fluid, too natural. I don't think this was built by humans at all.
That's not possible.
What's its trajectory?
It appears to be intercepting the Morris entity, moving directly toward its last known position.
Hostile.
Unclear, but it's moving with purpose and incredible speed.
Are we looking at a secondary threat or potentially an ally?
Stand by. I'm receiving orders from command. This is unexpected.
What is it?
I've been instructed to facilitate the approach of the second entity, designated probable ally in the communication.
Facilitate? You mean let it through?
Affirmative. Direct quote. Allow Entity Prime to engage with target Cypher without military intervention.
Entity Prime? They already have a designation for it?
It gets stranger. This comes with a national security classification I've never seen before. Something called Protocol IACON.
This sounds like they knew this could happen, or at least something like it.
It would appear so. Orders are to maintain perimeter, evacuate civilians, and allow Entity Prime to engage.
This is unbelievable. They know what these things are.
And they kept it classified, while a college kid was turning himself into one.
We follow orders. Questions come later. Right now, we focus on civilian safety and containing the Morris entity.
Understood. But this conversation isn't over.
Update on Entity Prime. It's changing form now that it's landed. It actually transformed from what appeared to be a vehicle into a bipedal configuration.
Just like the toys, this can't be real.
Update on the Morris entity?
Still moving through the downtown area. Significant destruction reported. Multiple casualties. It appears to be heading toward a residential complex, where one Danielle Peterson resides.
Another Tunger's Claw member. Jamie Howard was right. He's hunting them systematically.
ETA for Entity Prime to intercept?
At current speeds, approximately 6 minutes. But the Morris entity will reach the Peterson residence first.
We need to get her out, now.
Evacuation team is already en route, but they may not make it in time.
God help her.
Guys, you won't believe what I just found.
What is it? Have you heard from Danny?
No, and I'm worried. But this is big. I've been digging into Optimus Primal's account, tracing the IP addresses.
And?
It's accessing the forum through government servers. Department of Defense, some classified division.
What? That can't be.
I'm looking at the data right now. The account has been active for years, long before Cypher started posting, and the security protocols are military grade.
Are you saying the government knows about Transformers? Like real ones?
I think so, and not just knows about them. Optimus Primal mentioned containment measures and a prime protocol, like they've dealt with this before.
No way. First Cypher turns into some kind of killing machine. Now you're saying the government has known about real Transformers all along?
Yep, this is deep black ops stuff.
Could it be some kind of psyop? Maybe they're just monitoring Cypher?
No. The account predates Cypher's involvement by years, and the language patterns are consistent. It's been the same entity posting, not just some analyst.
What about Megatron Maniac? Was that government too?
No, that's the weird part. Megatron Maniac's traffic routes through multiple international servers. Untraceable, but definitely not the same source.
So what does this mean? For us? For Cypher?
I think we got caught in the middle of something huge. Something that was happening long before Cypher started building costumes.
The military is everywhere now. They've evacuated half the city, but they're not engaging.
What do you mean?
They have tanks, helicopters, but they're just watching, forming a perimeter, not attacking.
That fits with what I'm seeing. There's all these classified communications suddenly about something called Entity Prime and Protocol IACON.
Hold up. I just got a text from an unknown number. It says, stand by for direct communication. Remain at your current location. Do not approach either mechanical entity. Assistance is inbound. Authorization, Prime Protocol.
I got the same message. What the hell is going on? Transmission incoming. Securing channel. Verification. Prime Protocol Alpha 7. Connection established. Attention humans, I am what you would call a transformer. My designation is Optimus Prime, or the real one in this context. I have been monitoring your world for many years, through limited communications channels, including what you call the internet and texting. Is this real? Very real, Jamie Howard, just as the threat you face is real. The entity formerly known as Ethan Morris has created something that should not exist. A bridge entity, part human, part Cybertronian technology. This presents a grave danger.
Cybertronian? That's actually real?
Yes, our race has existed for millions of years, far longer than humanity. We have been involved in a civil war between Autobots who protect life and Decepticons who seek to conquer. This war has been dormant on your planet until now. How is this possible? How did Cypher get access to your technology? He was guided by one who calls himself Megatron Maniac, a Decepticon agent, who has been seeking to create a bridge entity to reignite our conflict using human hosts.
And Cypher was the perfect target. Obsessed, isolated, technically skilled.
Precisely. The Decepticon provided advanced technology, disguised as human inventions, and guided the integration process, creating an abomination, a bridge entity. What does that mean exactly? A being capable of creating more like itself, of transforming humans into Cybertronian hybrids, an army loyal to the Decepticons that would eventually overtake your planet. And you're here to stop it? Yes, I have arrived physically on your world along with Megatron to end this threat before it spreads.
You're going to kill Cypher.
The entity is no longer your friend. Ethan Morris has been consumed, his mind corrupted, his body transformed. Only the rage remains, directed by Decepticon programming. How do we know you're telling the truth? That you're not just another threat? Your government has known of our existence for decades. We established a treaty to protect your world from our oldest war. They are facilitating my intervention now.
So all those movies, toys, they were what? A cover story?
A means to hide truth in plain sight. If discovered, we would be dismissed as fiction, a strategy that has served well, until Megatron Maniac found a way to exploit it, using your friend's obsession. Is there any way to save Cypher? To bring Ethan back? The integration is too complete, the corruption too extensive. What remains must be contained, before more innocent lives are lost.
He's already killed Tyler, and probably Zoe. Now he's after Danny.
I will intercept the entity with the help of Megatron, but I need your help. You know Ethan Morris. You understand his patterns, his motivations. He's targeting Tunger's Claw, in order of how much they mock or monitored him. Tyler was first, then Zoe, now Danny, then probably Marcus, then me. This gives us an advantage. We can predict his movements.
But Danny, she's in danger right now.
Megatron and I are approaching her location, but the entity will reach her first. Send her a warning. Tell her to hide, not to engage. I will arrive shortly. I'm texting her now.
Captain Hayes, satellite confirms Entity Prime has made contact with civilian assets. The individuals known as Tunger's Claw.
Confirmed. We're monitoring the communication.
Protocol Iakan is now at Phase 3. Civilian disclosure has been authorized. Entity Prime has full operational clearance.
Understood. What's our role in this operation, sir?
Containment and cleanup. Your forces are to maintain the perimeter, prevent civilian casualties, and prepare for aftermath management.
And the Morris entity?
Entity Prime will neutralize the threat. Your forces are not equipped for this engagement. Focus on evacuation and perimeter security.
With all due respect, sir, my men have already suffered casualties. We deserve to know what we're dealing with.
Captain, this is far beyond your clearance. But given the circumstances, limited disclosure is authorized. What you're witnessing is first contact. Not the first time it's happened, but the first public manifestation.
These things are aliens?
Cybertronians, a mechanical race from a distant planet. We've had limited contact for decades. A treaty exists. Entity Prime represents the benevolent faction. The Morris entity has been corrupted by the hostile faction.
And the popular media, the toys, movies,
cover stories, hide in plain sight, makes any legitimate sighting dismissible as fiction.
Understood, sir. And after this is contained?
Full information control protocol. The official story will be experimental military robotics. Gone rogue, standard procedure.
And the survivors? The witnesses?
Will be handled appropriately. Now focus on your mission, Captain. Civilian lives depend on it.
Yes, sir. Maintaining perimeter. God help us all.
Command, we have visual on the engagement. Entity Prime and a second Cybertronian entity have engaged the Morris entity. The second entity matches descriptions of Megatron from the mythology. They appear to be working in tandem.
Tactical assessment?
The authentic Cybertronians are methodically dismantling the Morris entity with apparent knowledge of its vulnerabilities, targeting connection points between organic and mechanical components. The Morris entity is fighting back, but is severely outmatched.
Civilian casualties?
Evacuation was mostly successful, but we have reports of at least 27 fatalities and over 100 injured. The entire downtown area is devastated.
Perimeter status? base.
Holding at 10 blocks in all directions. Military units are preventing all access. Media blackout is in effect, though cell footage is inevitably circulating.
The Morris entity is being systematically disassembled. Parts are being scattered across a 6-block radius. We need recovery teams ready. Some components still appear active.
Hazmat and containment units are standing by. Nothing leaves the area. Dr. Patel, you'll coordinate the recovery effort.
Understood. I'm establishing a quarantine zone for recovered components. The nature of this technology requires extreme caution. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that it? Did the confrontation end already? The Morris entity has been neutralized. Entity Prime and the Megatron entity are now collecting the scattered components, moving them to a central location.
I guess we better begin recovery operations then. Full containment protocols, and prepare for the cover story dissemination.
What's the official narrative?
Experimental military robotics. Malfunctioning prototype. No mention of Morris or any human components. No mention of aliens. Just a tragic technology accident.
And the witnesses? The survivors?
Will be debriefed and strongly encouraged to support the official narrative.
Some won't accept that.
Then more persuasive measures will be employed. This doesn't go public, not the real story.
I have a visual on the remains. The fusion of human and mechanical elements is, unlike anything in medical science, the integration is at the cellular level, and even separated. The components are attempting to reconfigure, like they're programmed to reassemble.
Can they?
Not without the central neural components, which appear to have been specifically targeted and destroyed. But the autonomous response is concerning. These aren't just mechanical parts. They're somehow alive.
Contain everything. No exceptions. Nothing leaves quarantine.
Jamie, are you okay? I can't reach anyone else.
I'm alive, but I think I'm the only one. Besides you, they got Tyler first, then Zoe, and Danny was hit just as those 2 robots came and beat the crap out of Cypher. Marcus was just confirmed dead too, though. Someone planted a bomb under his bed.
Oh God. I should have been there. I should have helped somehow.
There was nothing any of us could have done. What Cypher became, it wasn't human anymore.
I still can't believe it, that my best friend turned into that thing.
It wasn't just him. He was guided, manipulated.
By who? Megatron Maniac?
It wasn't just some online troll. It was an actual alien, a Decepticon.
Jamie, are you really okay? That sounds crazy.
It's all true. I've seen them. Real Transformers. Optimus Prime. Megatron. They're real, and they're here.
I don't know what to say.
Check your messages. You should be getting one any minute.
From who?
Them.
Alex Rivera. We have not been formally introduced. I am who your fiction names Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, and temporary ally with the Autobots to address the corruption your friend created.
Is this some kind of sick joke?
No joke, human. Your friend Ethan Morris activated dormant Cybertronian technology, guided by one of my rogue followers, creating a bridge entity, a corruption that would have spread, infecting your population, turning humans into twisted hybrids.
Why? Why would anyone do that to him?
To resume our ancient war, using Earth as a new battleground, with humans as unwitting soldiers. Your friend was chosen for his obsession, his technical skill, and his isolation, the perfect vessel for corruption.
And you had stopped it?
Optimus Prime and I have a treaty regarding your world. The bridge entity violated that treaty and threatened both our races.
So Cypher is?
The entity that was once Ethan Morris has been neutralized, his components contained, the threat eliminated.
He killed my friends. All of them, except Jamie.
The corruption consumed his mind, replaced it with rage and programming. Your friend was gone long before the final confrontation.
Why are you telling me this?
You were his closest connection, the one who stood by him longest. You deserve to know the truth before your government buries it.
They're going to cover this up?
They always do. Our existence will be denied, explained away, as it has been for decades.
All those movies, toys,
disinformation make the truth seem like fiction, so real sightings are dismissed.
What happens now?
We return to the shadows. The treaty resumes, but boundaries have been crossed. Things are forever changed.
And us, the survivors?
Live with the truth, or accept their lies. The choice is yours. But remember, your world is not as alone as you once thought. For better or worse, we have always been here.
Dr. and Mr. Morris, thank you for coming. I know this is incredibly difficult.
We want to see him. What's left of our son?
I need to prepare you. What you're about to see is unlike anything you can imagine.
We understand, but we need to see, to understand.
Of course. These are the recovered components. What was once Ethan?
Oh heavens, what did he do to himself?
The integration was far more extensive than we initially thought. He replaced approximately 78% of his organic tissue with mechanical equivalents. The technology is beyond our current understanding, but the process was clearly excruciatingly painful and would have required multiple surgical procedures.
He did this to himself? All of it?
Based on the evidence, yes, with guidance from an outside source, but the physical modifications were self-inflicted. One moment. It appears there was a toy incorporated into the structure.
That's his first transformer. We gave it to him when he was 5. He loved that toy.
There are several personal items integrated throughout, like relics or totems.
His childhood toys. He built them into himself, made them part of his transformation.
It appears so. There's something else you should know. Even hours after neutralization, the components continued attempting to reconfigure, to reassemble. The technology has autonomous properties, unlike anything in human science.
Will there be anything to bury? Anything we can lay to rest?
We're working to separate the human remains from the technological components. It's challenging, but we'll ensure you have something for a proper goodbye.
Thank you. And the others? The students he killed?
Their families have been notified. A joint memorial service is being arranged with the university's assistance.
Our son became a monster. How do we live with that?
Your son was a victim too, manipulated and corrupted by forces beyond his understanding. Remember the boy he was, not what he became.
Automated decryption complete. I've got Cypher's final forum messages. Want to see?
Yes, show me.
Decrypted message begins. To those who witness my transcendence, the transformation is not the end, but the beginning. I have discovered the truth hidden in plain sight. Transformers are real, their technology accessible to those willing to sacrifice. Megatron Maniac has shown me the way, the path to Cybertron itself. Once my transformation is complete, I will travel beyond our world, to their planet, and return with the technology to elevate humanity. Those who mocked me will be the first to witness, then to serve, then to join. Through transformation, the flesh is weak, but the metal is eternal, and soon, all will understand. As I have become more than human, so too shall they, whether they wish it or not. Transformation is inevitable. Resistance is futile. The new age begins with me, Cypher. First of the new Cybertronians. End of decoded message.
He thought he was saving humanity. In his twisted way.
The delusion was complete. He believed he would become a bridge between worlds. Instead, he became a monster.
Did you see them? The real ones?
Yes, they were magnificent, terrifying, but magnificent. Exactly like the toys and movies, but real, alive.
And they've been here all along, watching us.
Apparently, some government agency knew, has known for decades. They even created the toys and movies to make the truth seem like fiction.
And now? What happens to us?
They've interviewed me for hours, made me sign countless documents, threatened serious consequences if I speak the truth.
Same here, but what will we do now? Everyone else is gone.
We remember them. We tell their stories, the official version, but we know the truth.
That my best friend became a monster and murdered our friends.
That Cypher was manipulated by forces beyond his understanding and became something not human. It wasn't really him at the end.
I hope you're right.
Attention, human authorities. The breach has been contained, the bridge entity neutralized, but the boundary between our worlds has been compromised. The technology integrated into the human host has altered the dimensional barriers, making future crossover events more likely. Our treaty remains in effect, but with modified terms. Optimus Prime and I will maintain stronger presence on your world to prevent further incursions.
The human known as Ethan Morris was merely a victim, manipulated by a rogue Decepticon, but his actions have irreversibly changed your world and ours. The barrier between dimensions has thinned, making it easier for others to cross over, both Autobot and Decepticon.
What does this mean for Earth?
It means vigilance, constant monitoring, and preparation. Your world now sits at the edge of a larger conflict.
We will provide technology to detect dimensional anomalies and protocols to address potential threats. But humans must be more careful about what technologies they pursue.
And the remains of the Morris entity
must be completely contained. The technology is still active, still attempting to reconfigure. If even a portion escapes quarantine, the cycle could begin again.
Understood. What about the witnesses, the survivors?
The truth must remain hidden, for now. Humanity is not ready for full disclosure. The panic would be devastating.
Agreed. Cover story is already being implemented. Military robotics experiment gone wrong. The witnesses are being debriefed.
Some will resist. Some will speak truth. It matters little. Few will believe them, as has been the case for decades.
We will remain in contact through established channels, but our physical presence will be more active, more vigilant. The boundary has been crossed and cannot be restored.
One final question. Could this happen again? Could another human become what Morris became?
The possibility exists, which is why we remain, to ensure it does not.
Until all are one. Transmission end.
It feels wrong. This sanitized version of what happened.
What choice do we have? No one would believe the truth anyway.
I guess you're right, but they deserved better. All of them. Even Cypher.
I keep thinking about what Megatron said, that we're not alone, that they've always been here.
Does that comfort you? Or terrify you?
Both, I think. But mostly, it makes me feel like Cypher was right all along, just in the wrong way.
How so?
He always believed Transformers were real, that they were out there, and he was right. He just never should have tried to become one.
At least now he's at peace. His obsession can finally rest.
Along with our friends.
Do you think they're really gone? The Transformers, I mean.
No, they're still here, watching, waiting, protecting us from things we don't understand.
I hope you're right about the protecting part.
Me too, because now we know for certain we are not alone.